All right, welcome back. So this video right here is going to be on the Players 1 Pit Running Teeth Necromancer. If you've been watching my streams or watched my last Necro build a while ago, I was running the Bone Spear Corpse Explosion Necro. And that is definitely a super strong build, but it really shines in more difficult areas and higher players count. Let me be clear, this build is strictly for Players 1 and the pits. It does not really work very well anywhere else or any higher players count. To me, it feels faster, it feels smoother, and it's a lot more fun to play than a Corpse Explosion build. My favorite character, or one of my favorite characters, has been the multi-shot boson. It's kind of the same thing, except this has way more mobility and actually looks cooler. So I've been having fun with it, and I figured I'd just make a little video on it. Let's get into it. Start with the stats. Pretty standard. I have just enough strength for my Enigma, and then which is 95. And then dumped all the rest into Vitality. Resistances, they are the last thing you should worry about in the pits. So I worry about damage, health, everything else, and then you get as much resistance as you can. As long as you're in the positives, you should be good. All you're going to run into is Lightning Enchanted or the bodies that blow up, which is fire damage. So as long as you're in the positives, I have not come close to dying with this character, so the resistances aren't really something you should worry about. As long as you're not negative 50, you should be good. For life, got 24, 28. For mana, 867. The advanced stats, exactly 200 MF. That's a sweet spot. We've got the, I believe it's 86. I got the breakpoint, I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I guess that's why I have that. 86 fast hit recovery breakpoint, and then the 125 faster cast rate breakpoint, and cannot be frozen. Skill tree, pretty simple. Nothing into summoning, nothing into curses. I might want to add, you have to be level 91 to maximize teeth and its synergies, which is basically, max out teeth, and then max out Bone Wall, Bone Spear, Bone Prison, and Bone Spirit. Like I said, 91 is where you have to be for that. Onto the Merc. Got a 17 Meditation, Eth Thresher Insight. Got a Eth Fort. And then we got a Chammed Eth V-Gaze with terrible defense. It's got the 8 life leech though, that's what's most important. And the 20 DR. On to the freaking character. I always push the wrong buttons for some reason. I've only been doing this for 20 years. This build right here is funny. This is the only character, MF character, that does not have Geeds. I decided to go as high as I can with the teeth damage since I didn't even mention that. 1200 to 1500 teeth. I don't know how I missed that. Very low damage. That's as high as this is basically as high as you're going to get it at level 91. The only way you're going to get it higher is if you take your tombs out or take your cube out and add more skillers, which I am not willing to do. So this is the most damage you're going to get with the tombs and the cube. Right here, Bone Shade. Funny thing about this, I actually already had this weapon in my trophy / troll section because it rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I thought was really funny. I never thought I'd actually be using it, but yeah, this is the most you can get for teeth on a weapon. It gives 7 to teeth, and then you want to use this over white because white is only 6 to teeth, and then you can't socket it. You get 7 to teeth, and you get to socket it with that 30. Get a socket with an IS for 30 MF. It actually has 5 more faster cast rate than white. So you actually only need 30 fast cast rate on your Spirit Monarch now, but which is why I'm 5 over, because I still have the 35 fast cast rate one. Yeah, pretty much if you want to max your damage, this is the weapon you're going to want to go with. We've got Enigma and a Scarab Husk. In my opinion, the best looking armor for a Necromancer. We've got double up Mage Fists. You can go with Trangs if the curses don't matter. So you could go with Trangs if you want more cold res, but I'd rather have that mana regeneration. Arachnid's Mesh. Got exactly 46 War Traps to get exactly 200 MF. I'm just like that. Dual SOJ. 35 Spirit Monarch. And then for the Helm and the Ami, we've got the 3 PNB, 20 fast cast rate, 2 socket. I have it socketed with a Cham and a Jewel that I found, which I really like. It has 4 lines of text and has the 7 fast hit recovery and 27 fire res, 5 MF, 58 AR, which doesn't matter. Just extra line of text. Yeah, pretty solid Jewel. Gives me the fast hit recovery break point and boosts up that fire resistance that you lose from Spirit Monarch. And then we've got the 3 PNB, 10 fast cast rate amulet. So as you can see, maximize the amount of skills you can get. 6 bow CTA and a bow spirit. For the inventory, got a 1420 Necro Torch, 13, 15, 10 Annie, and then we've got 7 PNB GCs. We've got 5 of them with life. Got a 38, 36, 35, 34, 30, and then 2 with fast hit recovery. For the small charms, we've got 3 5 res with MF. We got 6 MF, 5 MF, 4 MF, and then we've got 2 more res ones. We got 5 all res, 1 strength, 3 res, 10 life. Then the last 2 are MF fire res. We got 3 fire res, 7 MF, 6 MF, 7 fire res. Matching inventory, of course. That's the only way I roll. So that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. What's actually cool about this too, another thing, if you actually get bored with this character somehow, you could simply just boom, Bone Spear, and I've got Corpse Explosion still set to E. You can still run a Corpse Explosion Bone Spear. The only thing is you're not going to have Infinity, which is another thing. I think that's what I forgot to mention. I know things are so much cheaper these days and Infinity is way easier to get, but if you're not using JSP and you're doing, you're not spending real money, Infinity is definitely way tougher to get than Insight. And with this build, you only need Insight. You do not need Infinity. And you also don't have to worry about keeping an Iron Golem alive, which is another thing I like about this over the Bone Spear Corpse Explosion. Oh, and enough talking. Let's get into a pit run. Let's buff up. As always, I'll just go over the keybinds first. I always keep F1, F2 on the offhand for battle orders and battle command. And then it's pretty simple. There's not much buttons to this character. I keep teleport on the right, keep teeth on the left. The middle mouse button is for bone armor. That is it. I have teeth keybound, but for no reason. And I keep Corpse Explosion as E. If you can use it if you want, but it's really not necessary. Let's get into this pit run. As always, follow the road. Let's see. Let's choose this way. Probably chose the wrong way because I'm making a video. What a shocker. Here we are. Just teleport in. Cast your teeth. Boom. What I like about this is you can cast, move forward, cast, move forward. It feels so much smoother than the Bone Spear Corpse Explosion. See, for the most part, it just wipes everything out. Those spear ladies and the archers are a little bit tougher than the bone guys and the devilkins, but as you can see, it takes them out pretty quickly. And just looks cool as hell. It looks like a heat wave coming at them. It's just something different to play. And it just looks cool as hell. I actually have a lot of fun playing this character. I'll probably be streaming it tonight. See and watch if you want. Boom. You can do corpse explosion, especially if there's a boss pack like that with the archer. You know, as soon as you can cast the... See, it actually works as a... You could do teeth and corpse explosion, but for the most part, I just like to use teeth. If you get bored, you can always throw in a corpse explosion. But as you can see, you don't really need it. Just teeth and fly. So you can see, just wiping the hell out of this pit. Archers? Nah, no problem. Especially with the bone armor. That's what's great about the Necro. And that is it. As you can see, just destroys the freaking pits. Simple, fun, and just looks awesome. So if you're ever looking for a fun, you know, fun little players one pit running character, this Teeth Necro, you know, you could build one for cheaper. And I also forgot to mention, if you want to go 300 MF, it'd be very easy. Just throw on a 40 Geeds and 230 Nagels. Boom, 300 MF. But to me, like I've said many times, 200 MF, more than enough. You'll be good with it. And the skills go, it's... the skills that from Teeth, they don't give that much damage. So you could go with 2 skill here, 2 skill here, Nagels, and you wouldn't be doing much less damage. But I wanted to pump out as much Teeth damage as possible, and I ended up doing that. So that is it. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you on the next one.